Okay guys, what I've basically got here is the Blade MSR Swashplate. I've removed the center out of it. It simply comes out, you just pop it out. And what I'm going to do is cut down these arms, basically removing a fair bit from it to actually shorten this distance down. So if you can imagine, for a bit of movement here, you've only got so much that it pushes up, but the same amount of movement here, and you know, you've got a hell of a lot more movement. For argument's sakes, let's say you could only move that distance, right? You've got that much movement there. If you were right here, right, it's quite a bit of movement. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to shorten the length down, and I'm just going to videotape how I do it. So I've just got my Dremel tool, and I'm just going to cut across and preserve this angle. Basically preserve this angle here. So I'm just going to use a Dremel tool to cut just in there, and then I'm going to cut in about here as well. Okay, so I've basically got my soldering iron. Just going to give it a bit of a clean. Okay, I don't want any solder all over it. Okay, so there's my clean soldering iron, and basically what I want to do is tack this into position first. Okay, so as you can see there, I've shortened the length down quite considerably. Let's see how much it's actually shortened by. From the swash to the very outside is 8.9, and the original is about 12.9, so I've taken about 4 mil off. So I'm just going to about to do the same there. I won't record it this time though. I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so that now has been shortened on both ends, exactly the same length on both sides. So when you measure it with your caliper, you get exactly the same distance. The other thing to remember is that it has to be flat. Pretty hard to show it, but it has to be flat as well, so it's on the same level. So that's done. I now just basically pop the bearing back into place and then put it all back into the heli.